So majority of us is probably familiar with the free rent angle, right? Now I am not here to give tutorial on how to draw in that specific angle. I'm pretty sure that a lot of artists had covered that area, so yeah. So instead, I am going to tackle my experience on taking this challenge, and hopefully you learn something as well. Credit to the artist. When I saw this image, I do agree. That is hard. That is really difficult. So I can't imagine myself doing this challenge with a smile on my face. Because I'm pretty sure the moment I tried drawing at that angle, my whole face would contort like it's malfunctioning. So at the beginning, I refused to join in. However, there's this tiny part of me, a tiny gremlin, whispering to me, you know what? It would be fun to try that challenge. I'm like, no, no, it would not be fun. I am 1000% that I'm going to struggle. If you watch my other video, I claimed that I don't really love art that much anymore. But I still do it just because, it's the only thing I'm really good at. That's a weird sentence to say. So basically, I haven't really fully let go of art. And the point that I'm trying to make is, I really want to avoid the process of a drawing that would lead me to transform into a Godzilla and wipe out the entire humanity. I really do my best to avoid art that will cause stress, migraines, and all kinds of different flavors of headaches. As I've mentioned before, art is no longer my core passion. So if I try and do challenges like that I will really struggle to execute, I think I will dislike art even more, to the point that it might lead me to never pick up my pen again. Sure, art is no longer my priority, but I don't want it to die. So I wasn't really in the right mind to do those challenges, such as this free rent angle. Most especially, that I've seen other artists tried it, and they did confirm that it was extremely hard. Some even say that this is the final boss of all angle. Someone said they have to picture themselves so they can accurately draw the angle. And on top of this, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be rusty at drawing because I haven't been drawing every day. I've been neglecting art. So I really did assume that when I take on this challenge, I'm going to have a hell of a time. And so, because of those reasons, I didn't want to draw that angle. Now, if you made it this far, do you see the problem here? Did you see what kind of sin that Mari committed here? I overthink. I had so many excuses, so many reasons why I don't want to do this. Even the comments and the experience of the other artists doing this that should have empowered me, but I overthink it as well. Now, the reason why I knew that I overthink the situation is because, I did try the free rent angle at the end of the day. So why did I even try it despite all of those grapes that I just mentioned before? Well, because I was with a friend, and while I was waiting for her, I was scrolling through social media. And that's when I saw the infamous free rent angle. Sure, the drawing is bad, but I find it adorable, to be honest. And then I saw other artists doing it and then confirming that this was really, really difficult. And that's when I started spiraling and overthinking. But then I'm like, I have the iPad Pro, I have the stylus, and you know what? While waiting for my friend to finish what she was doing, I might as well sketch it. Because I was also in the middle of drawing something comfortable, something within my territory. And I might as well try and doodle and just sketch it just a tiny bit. So I started drawing the head on a tiny area of the canvas. That's how I'm not serious about it. I really just basically said, you know what? Fine, I'm going to try it, but I'm not gonna take it seriously. And when I tried it, guess what? It wasn't that difficult! Sure, it wasn't perfect. I'm not saying I was able to swiftly, accurately draw the freehand angle perfectly. That's not what I'm trying to say. Because the scenario that I played in my head when I did tackle that angle, I thought it was going to take like hours to just figure out the angle, to just see the perspective, just a lot of thinking, a lot of wrist pain. That's what I imagined. But instead, in reality, I was able to sketch the rough base of the angle quickly. I'm like, what the heck happened? And I was able to do it before my friend finished doing her stuff. I'm like, what? It was easy. It wasn't that bad. Now, part of the reason why I doubted myself so hard is because of these two things. The first one I already mentioned is that I haven't drawn in a long while. Art is not my priority. So I assumed that the moment I took art seriously, then my drawing would look like a piece of, booger on the wall. I have been neglecting art. So I don't expect myself that the moment I picked up my pen, draw in my iPad, it will be a masterpiece. No. Then the second reason why I doubt myself is because throughout my whole art experience, I have never, ever done a head poses in different angle exercise. I have never done that before. Maybe I did, but I probably didn't took it seriously. Now, the reason why I am very confident that I've never done that kind of head drawing exercise is because my focus was on something else. My focus was on the body. That is a weird sentence. To clarify it, I want to be better at drawing anatomy. I want to be better at drawing poses, especially the fluid ones, the ones that looks like it's almost animated. That was my ultimate goal in art, is to make my character looks and feel alive because of the character poses. And so, I never bothered practicing on how to draw heads on different angles. I just completely disregarded that, completely neglected that, because my reason was like, it's not that difficult. When I draw a character that needs to be in a different pose, I will just wing it. I don't need a serious, hyper lesson or hyper focused lesson on the head angles. It's not that, it's not that important. But let me tell you something, that mindset was very stupid because it backfired really hard. Because there are these silly moments, really silly moments, where I draw a dynamic pose and guess what? I struggle drawing the head. Just imagine that situation. Usually, a lot of artists, including myself, especially in the past, struggled drawing dynamic poses. But this time, The dynamic poses was easy, but when it comes to drawing the head, I struggled really badly. It's a very stupid situation because usually drawing the head should be easy and the dynamic one should be the hardest one. So that is a stupid situation. So you know what? I'm really glad, I'm really happy that we have artists like this that are brave enough to post their art online. So what if their art is anatomically wrong and my art is more decent looking? That doesn't matter because they have something that I don't have, and that is confidence. I am a coward. I overthink, and that is what I want to bring up in this video, because overthinking can hold you back, can definitely kill your artistic potential. I did mention in this video that I am not as in love in art as I used to, but I definitely don't want to kill it. So therefore, I need to avoid overthinking. I need to avoid being a coward. I just need to, get it on and start sketching. Besides, how can you surely know that you cannot do that thing or you cannot draw that one thing if you've never even tried it in the first place, huh? I'm really mad. I'm really mad at Past Mari. Mari. So that's what I want to share with you guys, just in case you're in the same situation as me. Try not to overthink. Allow yourself to explore and just draw. And if it doesn't turn out the way you expect it to be, that's fine. That's the part of progress. It's like a stepping stone. You cannot go to the other step without, stepping on the other step. Am I making sense? I sure hope I am. So, yeah,